What's up, guys? I just wanted to do another one of my quick little videos showing you guys, in my opinion, if you get a saber forge or an ultrasaber hilt, some of the first mods that might be worth doing or considering based on your needs. Obviously, these aren't going to apply to every hilt and every person's need. Some of them are kind of common knowledge, but it's just something that you may not think about when you purchase a new saber. So anyway, I'm going to jump right in. If you get a hilt like this, this is the Acolyte from Saberforge. One of the first things you might want to do is hit some of these edges with some emery paper, or what I found worked really well was one of these cheapo nail files from Dollar Tree. They've got a rough side and a light side, so kind of depending on how bad it is. Get some of the blue painter's tape. I kind of hit the corners right here just a little bit. You can't really do it a whole lot without messing up the paint. And then I did around here, and then on the bottom as well. Just super lightly. Basically, I just wrapped the tape around a little below and just lightly went around just to break that edge just a little bit. It's still pretty sharp, but it's not like a knife. So that's something I think just from machining. I mean, if they took the time to sit there and hit every single saber, I'm sure that it would just, increase their lead time. So it's totally understandable why they don't do that, but that's something that might, before you start assembling it and messing with it, just run your hand over it, kind of see how it feels, maybe hit it with one of those nail files. Another thing, in my opinion, kind of the best cheap mod you can do is add a thumb screw. Yes, it's more crap in the way of your hands. I mean, you've already got the CoverTech wheel, but it's really, really convenient. I guess if you were doing like a cosplay and you had a Jedi belt with a pouch or something, you just throw your little Allen wrench in your belt and it's not too big a deal. But to me, for practicality's sake, I just threw a thumb screw on there. These are 832 is the thread pattern or thread pitch. So any 832 will work. And if you get one that's too long, it's really easy to cut it down. Just get a screw or a nut, thread the nut on the end, cut it off with a Dremel, use sandpaper to kind of break that edge, and then take the screw off. And that way, or the nut, sorry. If you don't put the nut on, you might have trouble the first time you try and thread it. If the nut's already threaded on, when you thread it off, it'll really clean out those threads. And then make sure you put an O-ring on there. What the O-ring's gonna do is when you tighten it down, it's just gonna keep it from scratching the hell out of your hilt. These are two that I got from the custom saber shop, cut down and put O-rings on them. This is from a different saber, so that's why it's so short. But the custom saber shop sells these. You're also gonna be able to find a bunch on eBay, Amazon. I'm sure if you have like a Wilco or something like that, any hardware store, they're gonna have some, but not as specific as something like this. And so the advantage of this would be, obviously you can change blades in pretty much no time at all. Or if you're running a plug, you can swap to a blade, pretty much that fast, and you don't need to take it all the way out. So, I mean, if you're running that, and it's good to go. So I think that's a worthwhile mod to look into. Something else too that I kind of figured out, if you take your pommel out, throw a little grease on there, like a lithium moly grease or whatever it's called. Let's see, what is this? Yeah, the white lithium grease. I just threw this on here because I already had this handy. Something like that. It's just going to be nice. Aluminum's a really soft metal. and it would be a shame to destroy the whole hilt by misthreading your pommel on there. So that's just another kind of a mod or a tip, I guess, more than a mod, that's easy enough to do. A couple more things just to throw out there. If you did take your switches out for any reason, I believe they're glued in place. If you end up having to take them out, rather than re-glue them, use like Teflon tape, wrap it around the threads. That's how both of these are, and I mean, they haven't come loose at all, but if I wanted to pry them out, I could. And back to O-rings, I mean, there's unlimited possibilities as far as throwing an O-ring and something like that, just as a quick mod if you wanted a little more grip, and it would also help with some of the edges. If you maybe had like a really rough edge inside there that you couldn't get to, throw an O-ring in there and it's going to solve that problem. Because yeah, this thing, I mean, my hands are still just shredded from using this thing, and I think a lot of it is this CoverTech wheel. I wish somebody would come up with basically like a D-ring instead that you could insert into here. I'm almost tempted to take this out and put a flush screw like that in place of this, because I don't really ever plan on carrying this around, and it would make it a lot easier to use. So anyway, just a couple things. If you end up picking up a new Saber and you wanted to do some mods to it, I know some people just kind of have the mod bug and they can't leave stuff alone like me, and they want to just mess with it. And so those are kind of some easy things you can do that hopefully will make your Saber more enjoyable. So thanks for watching, and if you have any other tips or mods or whatever that you can think of, throw them in the comments in case anybody sees this video and reads the comments and wants to get some more ideas. Yeah, thanks for watching.